Ladies and gentlemen, today is a good day, and that is because we recently got news of the Resident Evil 9 release date. Now, I know this channel is mainly survival games, but if you've been watching for a while, you'll know I'm a big fan of all Resident Evil titles. We've covered them all on the channel since we first started uploading videos. I think one of the first videos I ever did was a run of Resident Evil 2, I believe, which... awesome, that was back when the remake came out, and now we're on Resident Evil 9. I'm very excited. Resident Evil 9 Requiem. This looks absolutely insane, and we're going back to Raccoon City. This game is going to be very heavily tied into its original roots, with a new protagonist, which I'm quite excited for. It does look very interesting. Now today we're going to have a look at the trailer, and then after that we'll go through it and break it down piece by piece and go through the information we have so far. Now the release date is the 27th of February 2026, so not that far at all, 9 months. You can have a small child in that time. I wouldn't recommend it because then you won't have much time to play.
Sir.
Grace! Grace! Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming. If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
What is this? Hey!
Stay close. They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Now the trailer looks absolutely amazing. One of the key takeaways from that for me is going back to Raccoon City just after the bomb had detonated, destroying what they thought would do would destroy the virus. Obviously that didn't happen, and we have an absolutely beautiful franchise out of it. And going back that far as well to 1998, when I'm pretty sure that was when Resident Evil 2 released anyway. 1998, and going back with the storyline and adding a protagonist who is the daughter of somebody that was in that game as well, Resident Evil Outbreak, which did release in 2003, which was a sort of mini game in between 2 and 3. I don't know whether you class it as 3 or not, but yeah. But going back and having memories that are going back that far, really quite cool. I'm quite excited to see how she actually ties in to what her mum did. I never played Outbreak, I don't think, so I can't actually remember. And if I did, it would have been back when it came out. So yeah, very, very long time ago now. Now let's jump in and have a deep dive into this trailer. There are loads and loads of bits in there once we get past that opening sequence that you can tie in and what we can figure out. Now here we get our first glimpse of Grace Ashcroft, the daughter of Alyssa Ashcroft from Resident Evil Outbreak. Now we know that what happened with her mother ties in to the main storyline of Resident Evil 9. We're not too sure how deep that's going to go. It seems like that could be a big psychological element of the game, as you'll see here. Now this is where I think the psychological element's going to tie in. Going back to the hotel where her mum was murdered.
Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past.
And all of these parts do make me think this is going to be a big psychological element of the game. She's going to be, whether you're going to be like in her head or something, or she's going to have sort of flashbacks to certain times. Because there's another point at the later end of the story which makes it sound like she can hear voices of what was happening when the bombs went off. Now, of course, the creepy tunnels that they're adding. Now, we don't know who that is. Now, that could be anyone. It could be Wesker, could be Leon. Definitely got the type of suit for a Wesker character.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for.
Now, I think this is the main bad guy.
Miss Ashcroft.
Miss Ashcroft. And here we get our first glimpse of Raccoon City. Now, as you can see, this is where the bombs have gone off. And we obviously see the police station as well.
Strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Now, do you see what I mean by hearing those voices? I do think that that is going to tie in. I think these voices are all going to be something that she can hear, which is going to lead you to sort of investigate more areas. It is going to be much more of a psychological experience, I think. I'm hoping we see a lot more zombies in the gameplay as well as sort of that psychological element. What I do love about the core gameplay of Resident Evil is those zombie elements. Now, being in the Raccoon City Police Department here, it just looks insane. It makes me want to play them again from the beginning. Now, here, it looks like this dude's been bit, so I'm not too sure if we are going sort of like back in time, as well as being in the hotel investigating what happened. And then at the end there, the obvious zombie growl, which also adds in to that zombie element. And then whatever it was that's crawling down the wall looks very odd. I'm not too sure what they are. I don't think it's the lickers. Definitely looks like been eaten by zombies, and everything looks normal as well. So I think we're going between before the bombs and after. And as you can see, somebody here that looks like they're turning. I don't know what the other thing was happening was, whether he's been eaten or strangled. But then this looks like inside a hospital, potentially. So we are going back to before the bombs, I reckon. Now, there's also tons of other stuff going on all over Resident Evil's socials, as it's going to be the 30th anniversary of Resident Evil, which is insane. 30 years and still going. I think the franchise is just as good as ever, and I can't wait to see what Resident Evil 9 has in store for us. I do hope we see some of those original characters, Leon, stuff like that, Chris, Ada. Maybe something just pops in, and rather than some sort of new stuff, I know there's ties to older characters in there, which is very cool. But hopefully we see some of those originals too. For now, though, we are going to wrap that one up there. Hopefully you've all enjoyed. If you have, you know what to do. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and stick around for much more Resident Evil 9 content. We're going to be covering all of it in full when the game launches. I might even do some more guides, tips, and tricks and stuff for Resident Evil. Not 100% sure yet. We'll have to wait and see. For now, I've been Wyatt, you've been awesome, and we'll see you in the next one.